Hi, Bruno. It's nice to see you.
Hi.
We'll get to the team in a minute, but how are you feeling ahead of your first game in charge in the Premier League?
Great. I think that's a good step in my career. And that's what I want for my life, one step at a time. So I did the same situation when I played first time from Benfica, in the Championship, also in the Champions League, in UEFA Cup. And now it's for me, it's very proud to be here and start the Premier League with Wolves. So for me, it's a good step. But the most important is how we're going to play the game. So with a great ambition and for my side, very proud to be here, but with again great ambition to do tomorrow a good game for us.
I want to ask you about Raúl Jiménez. Obviously, he's been part of the squad during pre-season. Is he fit, ready to go? Can we expect to see him back to his best?
Yeah. So we work 6 weeks very well. Progression was okay. Everything planning with the doctor. First game we played 30 minutes. So we can play 90 minutes. So very happy with him. So no problems with him. He's fit and he's ready to go.
Last weekend, you stated you'd like to see maybe 3 or 4 more players come in before the end of the transfer window. Are you confident that can happen?
Yes, I think we are in the point, and we cannot forget what this board and what this chairman did for the club. So 4 years was amazing. They did very well. The way the club come from the Championship to the Premier League. So now it's the next step is a new circle. The first guys I want to see in the pitch is guys who have injury problems. So they were going to be our first players to come to help us to be a competitive squad. And for sure, I'm talking with the board, with our chairman, Jeff. He already know the profile for the players we want. Already know the positions we want. So I think with time, because I trust him, because I think also the fans can trust in him, because if you look back these 4 years, he did very well. So we are in the point and we know what we need to do to be a better team and competitive team. And the first is to start the competition here inside. So I want a competitive squad to be competitive here every day in the training, because the players grow up to be a better team, and then we can compete strong. That's the step we want to do, to be a competition first inside and then outside.
Will we see players leave the club before others come in? We've seen obviously Rafa Mir, Owen Otasoe, and Patrick Catroni all linked with moves away.
So every player have his own story. So Patrick was unhappy here. I can see that every day. So even the fans support him. Patrick have his own song, but he's not happy here. So if you're not happy here, I prefer to work with nice players, but happy players and the guys ready to work and play with the team. So if I want to create a solid and compact team, and first they need to be happy, and then they need to understand, they need to feel the Wolves. They belong to Wolves. If they don't have that feeling, it's better to move and give space to another guys.
How important is Adama Traore to Wolves this season? And how fit is he, considering he's had such a busy summer?
Every player are important. So the most important thing is to understand the players, and every player have his own profile. So he's an important player, like he was in the past, that for sure he will be in the future. But most important is to build a competitive team. For me, the most important is how we play every game, and for that we need to count with 11 players, not just with Adama or Trincão or Raúl or Cody. So important players. That's the kind of players I want. Top players every position to be a better team.
And finally, fans will be back in the Premier League this weekend. I'm guessing you're excited to have that atmosphere again. But is there a concern, obviously, that with fans being around, that about COVID restrictions and things like that?
So that's the basic. This game without the fans it's not the same, and we can see that from the last year. For me, it was a big impact. So I was in Championship, Sheffield, Swansea. Now we can see Wolves fans, Benfica fans, supporters everywhere. And after playing the game without the fans, it was a massive impact. It's not the same. So for me, the best for tomorrow is not my first game in Premier League. It's to start the games again with the fans, because we are here to show every day the work and to say the same way they support us. We go inside to the pitch to give them happiness for our games.
Bruno, good luck this weekend and good luck for the season.
Thank you.
Hi, Bruno. Nice to meet you. You're used to expectation because of the work that you did at Benfica, and the expectation of the Wolves fans continues to rise because of the 3 seasons they've had in the Premier League. How do you manage those expectations, particularly because the crowd is now back and they will make those expectations quite vocal?
Because it's good. That's why I like the fans, because I like to feel that pressure. I'm an emotional person, so I need to receive also emotions to pass to my players. So that's it. And the pressure I put myself in my work, it's higher than any pressure can come from outside. So the ambition is bigger. And tomorrow we're going to play against a strong team, Leicester. Also us, we are a strong team. And I think tomorrow it's a good example to look back. So when I arrived here 2015 to work with Carlos in Sheffield Wednesday, I can see how much these both teams grow up. Leicester come from Championship 2 or 3 years before and won the league. And our Wolves grow up also from Championship, and now after arrived places to compete in the UEFA Cup. So tomorrow also is a good example to us as Wolves to see how Leicester did the next step. And I'm here to do that. I'm here to do the next step, the new circle. What Nuno did with his staff, it was amazing. And the club need to continue to grow up. And we just grow up if you feel it, that kind of pressure and that the same ambition. That's why in this moment, I know we will start the league. We're expecting it this time. Maybe we have more players, but the most important thing is the people trust in our work. We know what we need. We know which positions we need. We know the profile we want for our team. And at the same time, what I ask is the fans to understand our chairman, also the moment of the club, because in the end, we will create a strong and competitive team. So that's why my word for the fans now is to understand the work we are doing. We know what we have to do, and we need to trust in our chairman, because what he did in 4 years was good, and I trust in him to do and to help to do the next step.
How important, you've mentioned Carlos a couple of times, how important was the time that you spent not only with Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship, but also that time at Swansea in the Premier League? How much has that informed you about the job that you will have to do at Wolves?
No, it was a good opportunity for me because the Championship is very hard competition, and I think it was work with Carlos at the same time compete in that league. It was a big experience for me. So that's why after 2.5 years, I feel when my time come, I'm ready to do it, because when you play in three games and that kind of competition with 24 teams, everyone wants to win the games, competitive teams. you can play, and we can do what we did in Benfica to play the national team, to play in Champions League, because it was 2.5 years fantastic. First, work and prepare everything as his assistant, and then the competition. What the competition give it to you, and after the last 6 months with Swansea, it was we Swansea relegated that year. But what we did, we pushed the team from the bottom of the league, and we created a strong team. I remember 2 or 3 games we played very good at home against Arsenal, against Everton. But in that period, it was very hard. Just half of the season, too many points lost in the first round. It was very hard to do better.
And finally, from me, I was reading something the other day that said that Wolves this season will not be boring. Is that something that delights you to hear, that you will focus on the entertainment factor and the way that your team plays, or does that not matter to you?
I think it's unfair to compare what just the last work with just the last year, because I was here, I played against Wolves many times, so I think the first 3 years was amazing, and the last year it was a difficult year for everyone. Imagine if I say it's not an excuse, because I suffer from the same problem. If you are watching a game also on TV, was my games in Benfica, without fans, the game is not the same. That's why also it's important for the fans come. What I think is important is not do that comparisons with what you're going to do this year and what we did in the past, because it's not fair. And the first one is to the people who want to come and to enjoy our games. Our target is to play like we play the last 45 minutes against Celta de Vigo. So that's our target. And I was talking with the players. What we did in 45 minutes now is day by day, work every day hard in the trainings to do that 90 minutes every game. So that's why we need time. I think with time, we just have 2 or 3 weeks with all squad. I think with time we can play in that way, and you can be a strong team. When we have the ball, we need to find the goal. Where do we have the ball? We need to be aggressive, and the opponent need to feel we are a hard team to play against.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Bruno. It's nice to meet you. I heard what you said when you were appointed in the interview with the club a couple of months ago. You said you wanted to get to know all the departments of the club, find out how they work together, and find out how Nuno got the most out of the club. What did you find out?
First of all, that's the way I like to work. I like to work to put everyone involved. I want to know every department, to see what they can give me, and how we can grow up together to work as a unit. That's why the word pack means a lot, because it's not the pack between me, my staff, and the players. Is all the club. And the first feeling was amazing. Good spirit in here, not also between the players, but with the club. So my first impressions was very good.
Nuno, it was known, he said himself many times that he preferred to work with a small squad of senior players, smaller than many other clubs, and use the under-23s who he trusted to bring forward to fill in any gaps. At the moment, that's what you've got. Is that okay? Or do you want a bigger squad just because that's what you like?
No, I don't. Depending what is big. I think in this level, it's not about the value of the players of under-23s, because, Benfica have we have the same ambition or the same philosophy. So the main point is to have a strong team, and for be a strong team, you need to have 2 good players for this position. If not, if you don't have competition inside, I think it's not the same. So if you have 20 players plus 3 goalkeepers, I think for me is the right number. Before I was in Benfica, I said that I want a short squad, because over there we have 28. So So that's why, from my point of view, I want this. And the first players who come to help us is the players now in this moment are out. So guys like Daniel, Pedro, and Gerson. They also I forget the name. But especially these 2-3 guys with our left back also So I think it's important. First, these 3 guys here ready to help us to create a solid team and look for the squad and the 23 teams. If the players are not here, we don't have it. We need to find them in the different places.
I understand. One more quickly from me. You know England. You've been here quite a lot already, as you've said, and then you've been back to Portugal. It's always been said that English football is different somehow. Now we've got all these international players here. Is it still different? And if it is, why?
Well, I don't know. It's different, but what I feel is the environment is different. Here we talk about the important things. Even now, I'm here talking with you guys, so 15, 20 minutes, and no questions from out of the pitch, So I think that's the first thing. The fans, fantastic, like we have in Portugal, but here is just more the direction of the questions, the direction of the programs on TV is to talk about pure football. It's not around what happened in the different areas. So that's why here it's different. So
that's good. All right. Good luck. Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you.
Jim, do you wrap us up in the please?
Hi, Bruno. You've inherited, nice to meet you. You've inherited a very talented squad left from Nuno. I'm just wondering, in terms of pre-season and working with the squad, have you been able to put your own identity in the squad? And will Wolves be a different sort of proposition under Bruno Lage rather than Nuno Santo? And how are your philosophies in terms of football very different?
I think the first idea is to see the good behavior the team have, the good things the team have, and try to go up with this. We cannot put out 4 years of work. We try to understand the good things the team have, and also can day by day put our input in the different moments. So in defensive way. So that you know what to do with this, but we need to improve to do this, 2 or 3 different things. Also in an offensive way. So we don't start the work from zero because they have 4 years of work. So what we're going to do is like to continue what he do, but in a different way. I don't know if it's better or worse. I think it's the different way. So don't put out the 4 years of work, but try to put our identity. That's what I want. So if you want to, I think the right answer to do it is to look what we did for the last 45 minutes against Celta de Vigo, and for sure is more near that we want. We want to be more aggressive when we are defending, and we need to play, and we need to have more time with the ball to manage better the ball, to also to try to link the game between the lines. Try to also to play one side to another, to have solutions in both sides. I think it was what we can see from the last 45 minutes we did against Celta de Vigo. So, and the identity, one thing is the identity out of the pitch, and here, that's what I said to you. We can feel it. That the word pack means a lot for Wolves, and we can feel it that word every day inside our building. But now we want to see more times inside of the pitch. We are a pack. We go press. We go together. We go higher to press when the goalkeeper has the ball. We go higher. If we need to drop, we stay together. When we have the ball, we play as a team. When we lose the ball, we react as a team.
And finally, for me, Bruno, we know the new signing. It's very exciting for all the Wolves fans, Fabio Trincao. And I know you've been in England in the past, and you would have seen a similar type of player like Gerard Deulofeu. Is Fabio Trincao, is he that sort of type of Deulofeu type sort of winger that the Wolves fans can be excited about?
Of course, so, but he need time to adapt. So he come from Barcelona, but you cannot forget he come also for Braga. Braga to Barcelona and now to Wolves. I think we are in the same point. I think he's in the same point to have. And when I talk with him, he want to come to change his career, to give a different direction. So the most important thing is, especially for the fans, what I saw the last games, every time to support Trincão, because we cannot put pressure on this kind of players. I never put pressure. I put pressure in the trainings, but after in the game, put pressure every day to be better. They need to improve and they need to be better day by day. But after the game, we need to take all the pressure to the players be comfortable and to play and to give everything they want to give in the game.
Okay.
Best of luck, Bruno.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Broadcasters, if you could turn the cameras off now.